We're going to talk about Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, who went on Fox News for the third time in the last 24 hours, this time on Outnumbered, to push back on conspiracies, evil conspiracies about the husband's death. Let's take a look.
With Erika Kirk sharing her journey with America and the world, we are grateful at Fox to have her here to shine a light on healing as we all miss and mourn the loss.
Yes, this is literally the third time she's been on Fox News in the last 24 hours. She did it twice yesterday to promote Charlie Kirk's new book that's coming out. And then today she's talking directly about the conspiracies. Now, you guys already know that a lot of these conspiracies are coming from one woman and one woman only. Her name is Candace Owens. We are the clandestine operations, the clandestine operators for Candace Owens. As you guys know, she has gained tremendous prominence. First, after getting fired from the Daily Wire for not only being anti-Semitic, but also anti-Israel. And then her prominence exploded in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination because there was a lot of appetite from the administration to come out in unison and blame Democrats, liberals for Charlie Kirk's assassination. And she just came in with a grenade and exploded that and said, nah, it's actually Israel that did this. A lot of people listened. Seemingly, there was a robust appetite for that kind of commentary. Okay? Yes, we are clan members of the Candace clan, the Confederacy. Yes.
Not all of her journey has been without, well, hate, conspiracies, and oddly, speculation about where her husband is buried. Now, for the first time, Erika, who's with me now, addresses all of it from the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a...
It's not working, man. You're trying to farm this, but it's not working. You can't. I feel like we're too ruthless and we're too mean. We're too ruthless and we are too mean to ever be sincere about this. I don't think anybody cares about like a grieving widow, you know?
Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing?
It just comes across as like kind of phony. Like I don't know. I just am I crazy for this? It's just anyway, let's see.
Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying,
not crazy. She's bad at performance, even if she isn't phony, more of a behind the scenes talent than a face for a significant org. It's funny because secular revolutionaries aren't even the ones who are contributing to the conspiracies. If I am a secular revolutionary, okay, well, I guess maybe they would call me like an Islamist revolutionary, but regardless, I am not the one who's leading the charge here. I can only watch from afar and go, oh my God, how the did we get here? As a matter of fact, if I or people like myself were the first people to come out and be like, Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Israel, I feel like the right probably would have collectively said, no, it was the fact that it was Candace Owens that did this. That is the reason. We, on the HasanAbi broadcast, you know what we do? We carry the flame. Okay? That's what we do. Because we here at the HasanAbi broadcast understand that he stood unshaken. He was a voice in the storm. He was a man of conviction. A heart reborn. He spoke the truth. When the cost was high. And he lived for Jesus. I'm afraid to die. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own. Together unbroken. broken will make heaven known. That's right. That's right. You already know it. That's right. Because he was a husband and a father. His family held near. A home built on scripture. On faith without fear. The world tried to silence him, but his voice remains. In us, it echoes, and in Christ it sustains, ladies and gentlemen. Why, you might ask? Because we are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own. Together unbroken. We'll make heaven known. The battle is raging. The darkness will fall. That's right. We rise with the Spirit and we answer the call. We answer the call. The truth is eternal. And the cross is our guide. With God as our captain, we march side by side. Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. That is by Spalexma. We are Charlie Kirk. So, like I said, that's what we do here at the HasanAbi broadcast. We fight for the gospel, you know. Whereas there are those who don't want to fight for the gospel and they want to fight Charlie Kirk's widow. Not us, of course, others. If it literally wasn't Candace Owens leading the charge, I don't think it would have gotten this much motion, but she's got that motion. Let's be real. I hate to admit it, but she is popping the off. People were calling for civil war over this man's death, and now no one even give a Charlie Kirky. Charlie Kirky. I just popped a perky. I just popped a perky. Charlie Kirky. I took my coworker's computer and made his Slack alert that song's chorus because it rules. I've had to start meeting you when you play that, and my niece is out here because she started singing. Yeah, because it's a beautiful song that basically channels all of our thoughts and all of our feelings in our hearts, whether it be fighting for the gospel or honoring his name. Let me have this moment. I think a lot of you are being insincere and a lot of you are getting mad. It's AI dog. Yeah, not when I sing it. It's AI dog. Okay.
We are Charlie Kirk.
You think this is AI? Something can start off with machines, with robots, and then turn into a real movement, okay?
We carry the flame.
The only art ever created by AI? Yes. Anyway.
The same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. Mm-hmm. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. Mm-hmm. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. I
wouldn't do that. Never.
But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love and you're making hundreds.
She said, come after me. Don't up the bag. That's crazy. She said, you're allowed to on me. Just don't try to on the bag. The bag making operation must remain.
And thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this.
What are you
No.
doing?
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
Wait, what is the
So you
French?
want to...
Because she said hell of a? Is that what it is? She's a H-E double hockey sticks type of person? That's crazy. I didn't realize that there were still people like that. Or is that a dog whistle? Is that a dog whistle for the French assassins, the legionnaires and the gendarme that's coming after Candace Owens? You think that's what it is? She said, pardon my French. And by that, it was actually a trigger word. Like it was an activation. It was an activation word for all of the gendarme that is surrounding Candace Owens' home right now. The reason why I'm bringing this stuff up is because I suspect Candace Owens will go live today and on Erika Kirk. And if you think I will not be watching, you are out of your mind. I will definitely be watching that. Okay.
Pull back
I'm pre-firing. I am one of the anonymous accounts that's a schizophrenic, gang-stalked Candace Owens follower in her inbox, telling her that I've been a tier 1 operator and also in the CIA for 38 years. And that Erika Kirk is actually telling the French to assassinate you, Candace. She's going to be reading out my anonymous tip in her tip line later today. I am the super donos. Wait, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's already her title. Uh-oh. Erika Kirk goes off on conspiracy theorists. Erika Kirk discusses conspiracy theories with Harris Faulkner on Fox News. Okay, this actually is suspicious. The fact that there are only 624 people waiting or 700 people waiting now, because now I clicked on it and now some of you dumb are going to go in there and also click on it. But the fact that there's only 700 people waiting, but when she goes live, she has 150,000 people watching, that invites a little bit of suspicion, I would say. Because if you have 150K watching, like I have more people waiting in my chat. Like I have, 27,000 people watching right now, right? In real time. When I'm offline, I have probably around 4K to 10K people in the offline chat. It's in 46 minutes, bro. No, I'm 46 minutes prior to my stream. I have usually around 4 to 10K people in here. Not like 1K. No, I have looked it up before. Now it's YouTube. It's a different platform. They don't have an offline, offline stream culture, but it is kind of shocking that someone with 150,000 people directly as she starts her broadcast doesn't have that many people, doesn't have even at least 10,000 people waiting, Did you just say maybe her audience is much less brain broken than yours and they don't wait around doing Scrabble and offline chat? You think the Candace Owens audience is less brain broken than my audience? You can say that about pretty much any other community but Candace Owens' community. That is literally the only community that you can't say that about. They think that it's like a conspiracy between the Egyptian government, the Israeli government, the French government, and the Ukrainian government that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, brother. Every day she adds a new country into the conspiracy and they lap it up. They eat it up. The are you talking about? Yeah, if we're brain broken, they're brain dead. All right. Maybe she does bot. I don't know. Erika Kirk is going hard at Candace Owens' News' Fox News interview. Peter Twinkler says she's feeding the beast. Between this and her planned town hall with Barry Weiss, Erika is making a major strategic error left and right. Candace Owens alone is responsible for the anti-Semitic bile she spouts, but Erika is doing herself and TPUSA no favors. Yeah, I get it on a human level, but Candace is just thinking about content and views. I'm just saying, maybe she bots a little bit, maybe. Because the numbers are pretty crazy. I mean, she's pulling a bigger crowd than Kai Cenat every day. That's pretty wild to me. And Tucker Carlson is getting involved as well. Oh, let's go. Oh my God, this is so awesome. I'm sorry. It's f***ed up, but this is so dope. I love watching the right wing fall apart over the behemoth that they created. Endless amounts of conspiracies and this incredible knife fight, this incredible, intense need to be the top dog. Every single one of these guys is a charlatan. They're ruthless. They're monsters. All they care about is clout. All they care about is making more money. And when you leave this power vacuum in the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk assassination in this sphere, all of a sudden everyone is trying to be the top dog. Oof.
Box where they've been creeping from.
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful.
That's why I'm trying to carry the flame and fight for the gospel in the absence of Charlie Kirk, because these guys obviously are not invested in carrying the fight and fighting for the gospel. I am, and it's gone unnoticed. It's not being appreciated, but we'll keep fighting. We'll carry the flame.
The conspiracies that are out there, all of the like. Do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's the conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously. Wow. If you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you. They will. But I have seen it firsthand impact the people that I love, and I'm done. I'm done. And if people think that I was just going to wilt away, I'm not going to sit in a corner and cry and be in fetal position. This is a duty to my husband.
I don't think she's ready for the smoke. Like, I think she's fairly ruthless in her own way, but it's an entirely different. You have to be an entirely different kind of demon to deal with this stuff. Like the wheeling and dealing that goes on and the allegiances that you need to cultivate. You are not ready for this level of scrutiny. Okay, but criticizing her for this is insane. Grifting is what Charlie would have wanted. Oh, no, for sure. In some ways, yes, Charlie Kirk would have wanted his wife to make money off of this stuff. But in other ways, I think he probably hates that. He probably would have hated that so many people are fighting. In some ways, I think he hates that the right wing is infighting, and this will actually hurt the midterm chances of the Republican Party even further.
And it's an absolute honor, and I will never back down. And so my message to them is to stop. To stop.
And that's what we will say here on Outnumbered 2. God bless you. Hold up your book.
Stop in the name of God.
Candace just teased her response. We're going there. Of course she did.
You're probably seeing the clips, but Erika has gone off on conspiracy theorists. Obviously, every journalist out there is emailing me because it's about me. It's indirect, but it's also...
Oh, she loves it. Oh my God. She's like, oh, thank God. Thank God I can keep it up for one extra day. Oh my God. How many people in the waiting room now? Oh, 8K. Okay, it's real. She's not botting. She's not botting. I don't think she's botting. It's up to 8K waiting in the room, dude. Oh my Lord. She's got something for everybody
also about
too.
Me. And don't worry, in case you think it's not about me, she is going to name check me on stage with Barry Weiss on Saturday. How do we know? Because our mommy sleuths be everywhere. And they recorded the town hall today. And as soon as the town hall concluded, we got a flutter of emails. And what she says about the Egyptian planes, I'm sorry, not gonna lie, it's a little suspicious. It's weird. It's a weird response. So look, we got to go there. Join us at the link below.
HasanAbi offliners and Candace Owens offliners have made a peace agreement. She is going to say Erika Kirk had a hand in this. Okay, you can bet on it. She's going to say maybe Erika Kirk played a role in Charlie Kirk's assassination, considering how much she's benefited from it. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I don't know. Will she? Will she go that hard? Will she go that hard? I feel like this is a real test of how much people trust her and how little people trust Erika Kirk, I guess. After Charlie Kirk was assassinated, Candace Owens said if a number of times that the only person besides her husband who could get her to stop filming episodes about Charlie's assassination was Erika Kirk. Candace has not promised that in some time, but even if she had, I have always suspected that she would say she must continue because Erika is being controlled by Israel or France or whatever nonsensical conspiracy theory she wants to promote. Yo, of course she's not going to stop. Are you kidding me? 150,000 people tuning in every day, 10,000 people waiting in the waiting room, including our 30,000. Technically, 40,000 people are waiting with bated breath for what Candace Owens is going to promote today. Okay? Clandanistas rise up. They call in your stream the Candace waiting room is true. Can't wait for that ad read in between how devastated she is. She's going to talk about how devastated and how scared for her life she is, and then instantly hit a ad break. The beauty of Candace Owens' grift is that because her audience is looking for potentially the dumbest type of commentary and the most insane type of commentary, they're not going to question it. They're not going to turn around and be like, wait a minute, why is she doing a BetterHelp ad in between talking about how she's about to get assassinated? This is the beauty of the right-wing grift in general. As opposed to quote unquote grifting to the left, you can always grift to the right because as long as you say the right things, you're basically farming an audience that has very little critical thinking skills, right? You are actively farming an audience that's saying, I'm stupid and I want to hear my stupid opinions reflected back to me. Therefore, it's the easiest audience to farm. It's the easiest audience to cultivate. It's the easiest audience to farm. They will never actually question you, okay? Until they find someone else that's more right-wing, I guess. Because remember, that's what happened. Because there's an endless demand, an endless appetite for dumber and more far-fetched conspiracies. And as long as Candace can continue upping the ante, you're just jealous of our audience? No, first of all, we are Clandanistas. We are the Ku Klux Clandis fans, okay? Excuse me. We are Charlie Kirk, okay? We carry the flame. We honor the gospel. As we are Charlie Kirk, we are also Candace Owens. Excuse me. All right, when's she going live, man? Oh, 1 minute and 38 seconds. 22,000 people waiting. Okay, her audience is real. Oh my God. Her audience is 100% real. Chat, the 150,000 is not botted. It is definitely real. Oh my God. Her audience is so real. It's not even funny. Holy she literally is bigger than Kai Cenat. It doesn't matter if it's real because her impact is real. Yeah, I mean, no. Quick look at her IG mutual. She's in with the normies. Is she bigger than Tucker in terms of views? Oh, absolutely. She's also bigger than Tucker in terms of impact as well. Candace Owens, I think, is the most impactful right-wing content creator right now in the United States of America. I think that she's bigger than Asmongold too, I suspect. You're going to piss off Asmon with that kind of talk? No, Asmon is small fry, dude. I mean, clearly her lives, she stopped doing videos because her lives bang so hard. Look at this, 2.2 million views, 2.1 million views, 1.6 million views. As soon as the controversy is dying, they immediately start yelling at her, boom, 2.2 million views, 1.5 million views, 1.5 million views, 28K waiting right now. Asmongold without the bots is, you know, around the same level as someone like myself, but he has a lot of motion on YouTube. Like his live streaming audience is, you know, that gets called into question every now and then. But the impact that Asmongold has is actually on his YouTube channel where he has a ton of real fans and real momentum. We don't get to experience it because none of his fans actually go outside or live in Europe, so we don't actually see it. This woman is not only dangerous in how she radicalizes people with no regard for the truth or anyone's safety, but she's also deeply unwell. Today on the show, Erika Kirk goes off on conspiracy theorists. Read me. Will this strategy work on the general public? We learned about what Erika told Barry Weiss about those pesky Egyptian planes. And to be honest, it's weird. You're getting way too close. They're now activating everyone. I just wish that they could see how obvious the psyop is. Like they all post the exact same thing within minutes of each other. And it's always the exact same people that are doing it. I almost want to help them with this disastrous PR strategy. Oh my God. Yeah, I did accurately predict that Daily Wire up big time by letting both Candace and Fem Shabibo go. They're both more successful now that they're independent. I did call that. Candace Owens' waiting room has surpassed my real audience right now, my live audience right now, with 44,000 people waiting moments prior to her live broadcast. Oh my God. I mean, it's getting undeniable now, right? She's really taken over the Charlie Void and some. She's taken over the Charlie Void because of her closeness to Charlie Kirk, but also simultaneously moving them further and further into the reactionary, conspiratorial. Let's look at what the chat is saying. Sure, she's milking it. It's time. God protect Candace. Let go. Love you. Love you. Today, gonna be fire.
She has also made time for an upcoming CBS News town hall sit down with Barry Weiss, which was filmed today. So Erika Kirk has time. She has time. It is just what she means to say, not her priority.
This is the most normies have tapped into Alex Jones style conspiracies, by the way. And the reason why she's capable of bringing in a normie audience to be more and more conspiratorial minded, I think, is because she ties it into pop culture so aggressively. Like that's how she blew up. She didn't blow up because of her political commentary. She blew up because she baked in right-wing sentiment into all of the, you know, Real Housewives drama. like that. It's a combination of conspiracy theories. It's a combination of popular drama. It's a combination of gossip. And last but not least, she treats it like a true crime thing. It's this perfect combination of things that normies can digest. And she's doing it not in an intellectual way at all. She's doing it in the most like normie focused, like just your friend giving you gossip. From a true Candace fan, here's the lore for the Egyptian planes. The Egyptian airplane turned off its GPS while in the sky moments after takeoff, which is against international law, and it took off like 30 minutes after Kirk was assassinated from the airport in the city Kirk was killed in. The Egyptian jet is 100% true, and nobody can explain why that happened. Wait, what? Wasn't it the PJ? I thought it was the PJ that took off 30 minutes after. And the explanation was actually pretty simple, which was that area specifically actually ends up, because all of the not the transponders necessarily, but like all of the websites that actually track this stuff are just like independent trackers in general. The PJ that flew for a little bit and then ended up landing in Provost was, it was like bad signal. Be
a relevant narrative when you're out here like trying to make it seem like it's never happened in the history of the world. It has happened. And yeah, I don't know. The Egyptian plane just means Israel, for the record. It has nothing to do with the actual nation state of Egypt. So I want to just be clear that it is, of course, plausible. It is very plausible. Is more than plausible. Or maybe CIA, I don't know. Is they want us to believe that Charlie's neck was made of steel and the Twin Towers were made of neck bones. Got it. Yeah, we're at that stage of a psychological operation. That's it. None of it's making sense. Isn't that kind of gratuitous? Like the way that you're talking about your bestie's death is pretty strange. Like that's crazy. Who you work for, what you look like, what sex you are. It is always plausible and actually highly plausible. Typically when money is involved. This obsession with Candace is wild. Mallory writes, the more I watch, the more fake and gay things are. I don't understand. We all have been given the light of... I don't understand. Like, we can't have any fun on this broadcast. Like, this is... Whether you like it or not, this is literally the most poppin' thing in the conservative media ecosystem right now. There is a major fissure on the right, and I can't even make jokes about it without some dumb like, oh, I guess you're obsessed now. Bro, she has 175,000 people watching. And honestly, she's making better content than me. You want to know why? Because she doesn't have to constantly respond to chirpers in the chat. I'm realizing that she can do all of the conspiracies that she wants to do without any interruptions because she doesn't have 30,000 bitches in his ear yelling about how annoying this shit is. Even this if isn't it turned fun. Out it's boring. You have more integrity than dealing with anti-Semites. We know she's scum of the earth. First of all, check out these thighs. I think you need to recognize that we will be dealing with anti-Semites a lot more frequently in American politics because the most popular motion right now is heading in that direction on the American right. You are currently staring down the barrel of the future of the right-wing movement. 100%. If you're thinking like, oh, well, these guys are anti-Semitic, why are you dealing with them? Literally wake up to the reality that the entirety of the right-wing movement is going to be geared around these kinds of conspiracies. No matter how dumb, no matter how stupid, yeah, this is what they're going to say and do. Yeah, I know. This is so funny. We live in an era where they're trying to normalize Islamism, Nazism, and communism. Reject it. And of course, El Jacobi, the #1 Israel Nazi, posted that. And then Carl Shaw posted, we want to kill black people. I'd like to have nice infrastructure like China has. You're both equally bad. Liberalism needs to die. This guy isn't a liberal, for the record. This guy is a one-issue person. Liberal people in TikTok comments are praising her as if she's a Wendy Williams with all the tea just because she's coming up with conspiracies for everything. I'm afraid they don't know much of her. Shaking my head. I don't think they know much of her. I think she has the same like exact clipping structure that Nick Fuentes has. It's the clip culture. Once again, all of the clipper accounts that are up my with regular frequency, consistently clipping everything that I say out of context in an effort to trash whatever point of view that I have to constantly present me as a villain have been noticeably absent from any Candace Owens coverage, despite the fact that Candace Owens is infinitely more popular than I am. Same with Nick Fuentes. So when you don't have that level of haters consistently trying to warn everyone about you, then you got a person who talks about Yahweh, a servant of Yahweh like security this. Footage. A servant of Yahweh writes, who was the young woman in the Candlewood Suites Hotel with the special ops guy? They left in the green truck on September 8th. If you or anyone you know
How is
works at
Candace
that
anti-Semitic? I mean, she has in the past and consistently chooses to entertain a lot of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about how, you know, she's not as out about it, I would say, as Nick Fuentes is. I mean, she's
Did you check
praised
that page?
Hitler.
Please,
That's a
more
pretty
tips at
solid
CandaceOwens.com.
indication that you might be
what you
anti-Semitic.
do.
She
That's
said
all.
Hitler was actually just trying to make Germany great again. It was because she became, or he became a globalist by invading other countries. That's when he got bad.
But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German, everybody to be speaking German.
She also won Anti-Semite of the Year. Okay, she defeated me to win Anti-Semite of the Year. That doesn't really mean anything. Winning Anti-Semite of the Year, yeah, sometimes they get it right, but that doesn't really mean much, you know? Sir Aquinas Talking is true. I can't believe we just watched it. Oh my God. Yeah, so she just does like, I guess, an hour-long stream, and then that's it. 150,000 people tune in for the hour. She gets like 2 million views on the VOD, and then that's it. It is pretty crazy. 180,000 peak. I thought it was botting. I don't think it's botting anymore because that jumped up organically. It didn't just like go from 1,000 people waiting to like 150K. It straight up went from, first it was like 20K, 30K, 40K in the waiting room, 50K when she starts, and then 50K, 60K, 70K, 80K. We watched it happen and it peaked at 180K. Yeah, the audience expansion was organic. There was no like noticeable big jumps. Why the f do so many people think what she's saying is interesting? Great question. I explained it already, but I think she already cultivated a massive fan base doing pop culture commentary and pop culture critique. And she was doing pop culture critique while also still doing like right-wing commentary or even doing like right-wing framing on pop culture critique. Having said that, however, she bakes all of that stuff into this. This is obviously like this is a very big story, and there's a lot of attention on it. There's a lot of interest in it. There's also a lot more suspicion on official narratives nowadays than ever before. So she is farming the out of people who want answers. And she also has a very good approach to covering it, where she will basically cover the like it's a true crime story for the conspiracy girlies, baking in a bunch of pop culture references, associating her enemies in this story with common tropes and common enemies that people know from the pop culture stories that she's covered. And she makes it very palatable, very easy to consume, while also simultaneously like leaving little breadcrumbs every now and then. So it's almost like a universal investigation that everyone is engaging in, not dissimilar to the initial interest in QAnon. QAnon was interesting because a lot of bored people felt like they were playing a role in this. They felt like they were playing a role in this investigation. And that's what Candace Owens is doing as well with the tip line and all this. That's the reason why she is the most successful right-wing commentary person, just the most successful political commentator in the country right now. Do I think she believes any of this stuff? Absolutely not. I think she's always been a grifter from the start. It's not a crusade. I think she's 100% grifting. And she is not shy about like baking in her own personal, like she's not shy about putting herself in the story, consistently talking about how she's under attack for saying the truth. And she's definitely developed a lot of goodwill from her audience at this point. It's a very successful grift for her. How do white supremacists take her seriously? I think white supremacists are much more open-minded towards DEI than ever before. I mean, after all, the number one white supremacist in the country is a Mexican man, right? A gay Mexican guy by the name of Nicolas Fuentes. They're already used to listening to a non-white person.